James Mel and this. Welcome to the tasting table. This gin is next by Costco. This is Kirkland London Dry Gin. I'll give my thoughts, perspectives, and point score. So stay tuned. Now please give a like and subscribe to this channel. This is, of course, Kirkland's London Dry Gin. This is a 1.75 liter format. Here in California, it's $17.99. I'm guessing this might have been selected by the spirits buyer or spirits buyers, and perhaps there's a tasting panel that selected this. So I'm not really talking about the distiller. The distiller is going to create this in terms of what this retailer wants. Of course, they have big buying power and they can really select whatever they want. So I do have control. This is, I'm not going to give the brand name out here because as a control, I'm not trying to put this against this particular brand. It's London Dry versus London Dry. This is an internationally recognized brand. This is one where I wanted to see, because it says London Dry, does this characterize like this gin here? Is it really that outstanding value? And so that's the reason I'm doing that. Ultimately, I would say in Costco, I'm not a huge fan of everything they do. There's some food items that there's one particular food item I'll never forget. I took back because the quality was so bad, it was unedible. So I'm a gin aficionado. I love a really good gin. I like to mix with it. I like to make sure that it's distinct and delightful and wonderful. So I was hoping that was this product, and unfortunately it has not turned out to be that way. Tasted this on its own, just like I did here. Now I have two Riesling glasses. They're really fantastic glasses and vessels to smell gin and to taste from. I don't always taste gin on its own. I'm going to mix with it more often than not. Ultimately, when I think of gin, it should characterize in a good cocktail. And I don't mean one like a Negroni, where a Negroni is going to be so overwhelming in terms of its characterization of its other spirits that are included in that mixed drink. So a French 75, a gin and tonic, is going to characterize and highlight that gin if it's really an amazing, fantastic gin. So 5 times distilled. This is very generic information on the label here. It is containing juniper as well as zesty citrus and coriander, and that's all it says. Now this is produced and bottled by DC Flint, MW Domain and Estates, Silverton, Ohio. It's also 44 degrees of alcohol. Now the olfactory experience is going to inform the palate. That's why I'm using these glasses. And ultimately, this is a very important feature because this is really going to be how this gin expresses. Characterization of gold, green, and yellow citrus, both fresh and dried citrus, pepper and coriander notation. Next is the palate characterization. So this is giving a really profound character of lemon, yellow citrus characterization. On this, I'm also getting a notation of pepper, ginger, and clove notation. And it's a shorter finish than I would like, so I'll try this controlled gin next. I wanted to see, was there a huge profound difference in this particular experience? So here we go. This is the International London Dry Gin. Now on this, I'm getting a character, Amalfi lemon, as well as Meyer lemon characterization. A very deep and lingering spice characterization, cardamom, clove, ginger, suede, and leathery notes on that, which I very much enjoy. I think that's a really nice feature on this, and a bit of mineral notation. Next is the palate characterization. So this is a lot more, I would say, a lot more balanced in terms of the characterization. It's a lot fuller and a very lingering finish, which I very much enjoy on this gin. So on this, I'm getting characterization of Amalfi lemon, as well as Meyer lemon, fresh and dried coriander, cardamom, ginger, and freshly ground pepper. This is one I've given in the past in terms of a 92 point. So now I'm going to put this aside because we're no longer talking about that. I would say the London Dry Gin that I like the most. And so this is something I think I would call this more of a new world style, especially because its focus is on citrus, and one where I think it's not as a long-lasting, lingering character. So I would talk about this in terms of Costco selection, not the distiller. And this could be, in my opinion, balanced out with a lot more, I would say, some spice notation, mineral notation. There's a lot of things you can do with gin. And I've given some, I think, 98, 99 point gins. And there are some out there that are fantastic. Also, I did a test on this in terms of a cocktail. So a very focused gin beverage might be a gin and tonic. So this did not really make an impact on the gin and tonic I made. In fact, I tasted the tonic less the gin. And yes, I did get that spirit characterization, but ultimately it was very disappointing in that regard. The controlled gin, I do make a gin and tonic from. It's actually delightful, wonderful, and that gin does shine through. You know, this comes in the category, would I buy it again? No, I would not. So this is 88 points out of 100 points. Thank you for watching. You'll find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress. Subscribe for other videos on other gins and spirits and wine and much more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Santé.